Hello, everybody. Bonnie Giller here, Intuitive Eating Wednesdays. How are you today? We are here yet again for another topic. So I'm going to wait for people to come in as I get started with the Instagram live. So let's get that set up as I'm waiting for people to come in and join me. Okay, everybody. Bonnie Giller here, Intuitive Eating Wednesdays. We have another topic to talk about today. So I've been live quite a bit this week, right? So just so you know, I'm going to be looking back and forth from one camera to the other camera. I'm trying to get back into doing Instagram live. So you guys on Instagram, if you see me looking here, I'm kind of looking back over here to YouTube and Facebook. But we're going to try to get it done because the information that I have is definitely important information that I want everybody to have. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of a recap because there's been a lot that I've been sharing in the last week. First, last week I hosted the End the Yo-Yoing workshop, and it was actually really phenomenal. So many women got so much out of the workshop on how to really come to face with their dieting history and with the idea that I don't have to diet and restrict, and really creating a healthy relationship with food. It's all about building back that trust in themselves. So it was an amazing workshop. And last night, I did a special live training on managing weight worries, because one of the biggest factors that comes up for people who are starting the intuitive eating journey or considering the intuitive eating journey is what? It's a fear of weight gain. Now, they hear people talk, they hear people on Instagram, they hear people on social media, or they just for themselves get so worried that giving up dieting and giving up the rules are going to cause weight gain. So we dug into that yesterday. If you didn't get to see that, please go ahead and check out the replay. You have that replay available on YouTube at bonnie.tube, as well as in my Facebook group and on my Facebook page. So today I'm jumping in here to share the one thing you need that will help you make food decisions easier. So we do make over 200 or at least 200 decisions around food and eating every single day, most of those unconsciously. So what is it? And then, of course, there are those decisions you do make consciously, right? So how and what do you really need to help you make those decisions easily? Because what we know is if you're a dieter, then you struggle with making food decisions. The whole, what will I eat? What should I eat? And how will it impact myself and my body? That causes a lot of food worry. That causes mealtime to be really more like a battleground. And well, who likes that, right? We don't want that, because food is really supposed to be something that we use for pleasure, yes, as well as for energy and fueling our body. So I'm going to get into the one thing you need in just a moment. But before I do that, I actually have a very special announcement. As many of my followers are aware, I have opened up enrollment into the Whole Body Trust Intuitive Eating program as a small group program. I have actually now adjusted this offering for people who are not able to necessarily invest right now in the group coaching program. And I'm offering it now as part of the membership in my In Circle. The In Circle is the Intuitive Nutrition Circle. So you can get full access to the Whole Body Trust program. As well as the membership program with group calls. So if you are interested in that and what that might look like for you, then you can just pop a comment under this live video, either on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, or you can feel free to email me. And my email is bonnie@dietfreeradiantme.com. So I have another way for you to really gain access to this amazing, transformative, intuitive eating for a peaceful life program. So go ahead and send me a message and I'll share that information with you. All right. So let's jump into the one thing you need in order to really make food decisions easier. Well, that is trust. And that is exactly what I help my clients achieve, to develop the trust back in yourself and back in food, which this trust has been stripped away from many years of dieting. And how do you regain that trust when it's a little bit or a lot of bit scary? There's no question about it. So before we talk about how to regain that trust, let's just talk about some of the reasons why it is in your to your advantage to say yes to intuitive eating. So let's first touch on that, right? Number one, when you are engaging intuitive eating, when you are, really deciding that, you know what, yes, I'm not going to diet anymore. I am not going to, listen to all those external rules, right? You are in charge. I think that's a very important point for everybody to realize that you are in charge. When you are dieting, you're not in charge of your food decisions. You've given those decisions away to the diet or to the health professional, whoever is guiding you. You're giving those decisions away. So when you're in charge, then you get to make the choices for yourself. But what do we need to do for that? Well, yes, you need to have trust. So it all comes back to trust. And I get that. I totally understand that. It all comes back to trust. So that's the first thing. After years of dieting, you're not listening to your hunger and fullness signals as your guide to eating, because you've been listening to all the external rules. But intuitive eating really does remind you that you are in charge. You were born with this ability to be an intuitive eater. Please remember that. Please know that you're born with that ability, and it was just stripped away. And so by you saying yes to intuitive eating, you are now putting yourself back in charge of your eating decisions. The next thing is you'll be able to live your life guilt-free. Let's think about it, right? When you have restrictions placed on your food, you have these conditions, right? And when you actually have a trigger, could be a situational trigger, could be an emotional trigger, and you say to yourself, well, I'm just going to eat X food. But that X food is on your I can't have list. What are the feelings that come up? What are the emotions that come up? So I'm talking to you guys on Instagram if you're watching on replay or you're live, and you guys with me in Facebook. Again, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, come and post some comments, okay? Come and post some comments in the section so I can understand what you feel. So when you actually go ahead and eat a food that you believe is a food that was on your I can't have list, right? What feelings come up for you? I'm going to watch for comments. Hold on a second. Let me just see what comments are coming in. Hold on, I lost my comments tab. Okay. So let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about that. Will you eat something that has been deemed no, I can't eat because the diets have told you that, but yet you have a trigger, and more than likely now you feel guilt. So when you decide to say yes to intuitive eating, you learn to eat, enjoy, and not have that side of guilt. It's so, so important. And it's so amazing. And it gives you so much of a sense of freedom. So, again, 3 reasons to say yes to intuitive eating. Number 1, you will realize that you're in charge. It's your birthright to be in charge of the food choices. You do not have to give that over to anybody else. Number 2, you will live your life in a way that you will not experience guilt. Who wants to experience guilt when you're eating certain foods? You want to enjoy what you're eating without feeling guilt and shame. And number 3, another reason for you to say yes to intuitive eating is to restore the trust back in yourself. So what do I mean by restore the trust? Again, if you've been following me in the last week, then you were a part of the workshop, you understand that the diets have stripped you of trust in yourself. And when I ask clients over and over again, when we begin this journey, do you trust yourself to make food decisions? No. Do you trust the hunger signals? No. Do you trust your fullness signals? No. So restoring the trust back in yourself is what you will achieve through this process of intuitive eating. Are you ready to give up dieting? Again, the biggest fear, now there's a ton of fears, but the biggest fear I have seen is that fear of weight gain. So if that is one of your fears, pop a comment in and I will direct you to the live training that I did last night where we talked about the weight worries and the weight gain and how to navigate through those real feelings that you have. Once again, that replay is available for you in the Facebook group and on my YouTube channel at bonnie.tube. So if you didn't get a chance to watch it, I highly recommend you do so. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share with you today. The one thing that you need in order to make your food decisions easier is to restore that trust in yourself. And I know it's hard. So, what are the obstacles to trust? What are the obstacles to you trusting yourself? Can you put a comment in the comment box? What is the resistance that you might have? Perhaps it's a belief. Perhaps you don't believe that you will be able to trust yourself again, that you will be able to trust yourself with food, that you will be able to trust the signals. And for that, I say, I understand because diet culture has caused you to lose that trust, but you can regain that trust again. So, back to the original top of this conversation, regaining trust through intuitive eating will bring you the freedom you're looking for. So you can tackle everything else in your life that you want to achieve without worrying about food. If you missed it, if you just came on late, or you're watching the replay, I shared with you that I have another way for you to work through my whole body trust program. If you are not able to join the group session, then I now have that available to you as a self-paced option with support and group calls within my membership program. It is a much lower investment for you. So if you are interested and finances have held you back from saying yes to the group program or the one-on-one, then reach out to me. I have had many phone calls over the last 4 to 5 days of women who are interested in this work. I am a real person. I get that financially it's difficult for people to invest and it's quite scary. So I have another option for you. So if you truly want to achieve whole body trust, but the group program option that I've offered in the last few days has not been feasible for you from a financial standpoint, reach out to me, DM me, message me, or email me, or put a comment below the video that you would like to learn more, and I will reach out to you with that information. My goal is to get the information and my whole body trust program out to as many people as possible in the way that does not add stress to you. So that is available to you now for the next few days. So reach out. All right. I'm doing a quickie today, 15 minutes, because I have a lot of other things on my plate that I must tend to today. Like I said, the last week has been full with trainings and interactions. So if you have any questions, please post a comment. Other than that, I will be looking for your email for more information that I can share to you for the self-paced plus group support option at a much more feasible financial investment for you. My email is bonnie@dietfreeradiantme.com. Just go ahead and send that to me and I'll be happy to send you the information. You have a great, great day. I will see you back for another live training on Intuitive Eating Wednesday, which is next week. But don't forget, every Monday morning, a new video drops on my YouTube channel, which gives you more insight into intuitive eating. So if you haven't subscribed, absolutely go ahead and subscribe at bonnie.tube. Hey, Claire, good to see you. You'd like to learn more about that self-paced option. Awesome. So, Claire, just go ahead and email me, bonnie@dietfreeradiantme, and I will send you, or you can Facebook message me, and I will send you the information. And if you need to talk, we'll get on a call. All right. All right, everybody. Have an amazing, amazing day, and I will speak with you real soon. Have a good one. Bye. Bye there on Instagram. If you want more information on the self-paced option with group support in the community that I have, just comment below or email me at bonnie@dietfreeradiantme. It's all about trust, regaining trust in yourself. And I have that available to you through my whole body trust program. Talk to you soon.